13's golden ticket winner is Todd Doherty. One of the stronger beards in attendance today. Thank you, Todd. Who's it going to be, Todd? Todd chooses EMAC. There we go.
I had a feeling.
Ricky?
He knows where the lane is.
Double JJ.
JJ, you're back at it, my friend. Where'd you go, JJ? Here we are. JJ Hank.
Yeah, we're back at it, buddy.
JJ Todd and?
Yes, all right. You got it.
Trevor Howe.
Trevor, back in. Here we go. Hole 13 to the long measures in at 333 feet. The real play here, as told to me by course designer Eric McCabe, is a flex right-hand forehand down the slightly left gap. Once it beats that gap, moving right to the basket. Todd has played it a little too far to the left, as you want it to be just barely turned over. McCabe with his signature forehand. Oh, it's come out beautifully. Pures the gap. That's the line. For all the people who get mad at Eric saying there's no line, he just showed them. That's the line. Looks like they're going to finish about 40 or 50 feet from the basket, but absolutely beat the most difficult part of this hole, which is the initial gap. Trevor's gone for a putter on hyzer flip. He's gotten the flip and he's gotten a sweet kick back to the fairway. Paige Pierce is going with her deputy. She's thrown a lot of beautiful hyzer flips with this disc today, as it suits this shot shape very well.
Sorry, he's scared.
Paige has absolutely hit the gap and just needs it to move right. Paige that's the line, but has thrown a great shot. Beating the gap is good here. It's certainly a tough shot.
Oh, that's redemption, baby. Get
JJ with a sweet flex down the middle.
Oh, that's all right.
Catches a couple of trees, but
Redemption, right?
made
Yes, I think so.
the first gap. Ricky's going with a forehand harp. Ricky's hung it a little inside of where he'd like. Gets a not very favorable kick down to the right. Ricky and JJ's team have opted to use JJ's drive. They're lining up a slight hyzer, basically just a straight shot at the basket from where they are. JJ catches an early tree, and Ricky is going to throw a forehand turnover from a knee. Absolutely pures it. Gets a good late tree kick, and they'll be putting it back uphill, approximately 25 feet. Paige and Trevor choose Paige's drive. They do have a little bit of a skinny hyzer at the basket. Trevor throws a great line, just not quite enough juice, but totally fine layup. Paige will certainly get aggressive. Paige is going with a Marshall forehand. It's tracking right at the basket. Oh, and it just misses on the left side. Good aggressive play, especially with her partner under the basket for their three. After a beautiful forehand drive, Eric and Todd have this look from 45 feet for their birdie two. Todd's putt is up and left. Pardon me, up and right. Just past the basket, but easy three. Eric's line is good, and he makes good from 45. For all of the naysayers who say this isn't a fair hole, Eric has absolutely shown them how to play it. Outright skin for Eric and Todd. Well done. 14's golden ticket winner is Ben Zukats. Zukate. How do you say it?
Zucatus.
Zucatus. They left out an I here. That's okay. You're still in. Who are you going to pick, Ben?
I'll take Paige on this.
Paige. All right.
Do it.
Good pick.
It's a perfect deputy also.
Eric chooses
Peter Chong.
Peter. New player, Peter Chong.
Peter Shaw.
Must be present to play. I feel like that goes without saying. Peter?
Peter.
We're going to let Ricky choose, and if Peter doesn't appear, new name.
The new name is Catherine Doherty.
Catherine Doherty, come on up.
Is that me or Eric?
Yes, Catherine gives her spot away to her brother. What's your name, man? Brandon, all right.
Last chance, Peter.
We got Brandon, we got Ben, and Peter. Peter, he gone.
No, Peter. Peter gone. Sorry, Peter. Peter Chong. Ken Bovell.
Ken, come on up. We know he's here. All right, Ken. Ken, Brandon, Ben, let's do this thing. Ben takes the stand-up forehand.
Skip in.
Oh, just any skip.
Oh, nice shot.
Great shot for Ben. They are parked. Paige can be extremely aggressive as they have a nearly guaranteed birdie two. Paige has gotten a beautiful turn on her deputy. Good run over the basket. Their team is almost certainly assured a birdie two.
Get it, Catherine.
Catherine looks substantially different from before. Her brother Brandon has chosen an EMAC Truth. Just pulled it a bit right and is kicked to the left. That's all right. This is certainly a forehand harp hole for Ricky, and it is tracking at the basket. Oh, wow. Just behind it. Great aggressive line for Ricky. Yeah, that was cool.
100%.
A forehand? Ken takes the backhand turnover and just catches the first tree. And Eric is lining up his Marshall right down the middle. He needs a little bit more turn on that. Oh, and it hits a bad knot on the tree. They'll be a little ways back up the fairway for their look at a birdie two. Ken and Eric are about 90 feet from the basket. With 87 feet from the basket. It's a pretty obstructed lie, but they've got a turnover look at it. Ken's bid isn't bad at all. 20 feet or so. Eric can be aggressive on that same side of the tree.
Get it.
Oh, Eric starts chasing it down, but just catches enough left chains. Wah, wah. But still a good putt. Next to putt will be the team of Brandon and Ricky Wysocki. They're just outside the circle's edge with some obstructions between them and the basket, and Brandon finds one of those obstructions. Ricky from straddle stance. Oh, and Ricky catches right side chains and does not convert.
All you.
Paige and Ben have the only deuce opportunity left. Ben with the big time carry, solo deuce, and outright skin for team Ben and Paige. Well done, Ben. We'll move on to hole 15. Hole 15's golden ticket winner Chris Durkins. Chris, you still here? Saw you a minute ago. Yes, sir. Awesome. Who's going to be your partner, Chris?
Oh, let me take a look at this thing.
It's
Where are you at, Paige?
Paige it is. Sweet.
All right.
Here you go, Rick.
Nick W.
Nick W. Who's a Nick W? Sweet.
All right.
Nick is in.
Diaz. Nick.
Nick Diaz. He's back at it. Sweet.
All right.
Excellent. A couple of Nicks and a Chris.
Yes.
Let's do this thing.
Right.
Well, 15 measures in at 322 feet. It is a tight right-hand, backhand Anheuser or a forehand, but I think this fairway accepts an Anheuser a little bit easier as it is a slower turn to the right. Paige is looking at a silly gap. I don't know exactly what she's going to do, but she'll send partner Chris to the box first.
That's all right.
Chris takes the super skinny gap and has fought all the way through.
Yapper.
Exactly the way he drew it up. Sweet shot by Chris.
Exactly.
Paige goes back to her deputy for this turnover. Paige goes really high with it, and it is working to the right.
Good job.
Probably on the right side, but a good distance covered. Team Emacs sends up Nick Diaz.
Missing. Yeah. That'll play.
Nick plays nearly the same gap as Chris, but he's gotten some success quite a ways up the fairway. Emac opts for the forehand with his lucid defender. Emac has certainly got the power. He swings that forehand out wide, but catches a tree on the left side of the fairway and kicks left. Nick's buzz is on a smooth line, but just doesn't ever really turn. Gets over to the left. Ricky chooses forehand felon and swings it wide. He does get a good kick back to the right, but not super close to the basket. Nick plays the big hyzer, swinging back to the basket. Missed a lot of trees to get there. Well done. Probably about 40 feet out. Max going to a forehand suspect. He pures the line. Just needs it to sit. Looks like it has. They'll be inside the circle for their look at a par 3. From Ricky's felon drive, we've got Nick looking to approach. He's playing a left to right shot. And gentle Anheuser with a smooth release. Good shot for Nick. That's certainly a makeable putt for them. Ricky's going to play right to left shot with an Anheuser to try and get aggressive at this basket. He's done just that. And just catches the last tree before the basket, but still a good shot. Paige's team picks up her deputy drive and goes to Chris's super greasy Buzz SS drive. Either super greasy or he knew what he was doing the whole time.
You're in charge.
Sweet result.
Make it.
Paige instructed by partner Chris to make it. I like that strategy. Pages doesn't have quite enough Anheuser, but is sat by the basket just fine. Chris's is a decent line as well, but just a little bit low. Nick's putt is just low. He's got a good partner to back him up.
No pressure.
Ricky gets no pressured, but feels no pressure.
I got you something.
Drops it in. Drops it in. Little razzing from fellow competitor Chris. Nick Diaz little putt from Eric's upshot. Beautiful putt. Well done, Nick. Chris and Paige have a drop in. We'll move over to 16. Hole 16's golden ticket winner. After a brief layoff from the sport, he returns. Jim McCann. Jim, come on up. He took several holes off. He's back. Who's it going to be, Jim?
Eric.
Eric again. All right. Here we go, guys.
Keep picking. Catherine.
Catherine's back at it. Catherine Doherty. She's getting picked a lot. All right, here we go. Yes, of course. Todd, come on, let's do it.
Tim Dolan.
Tim Dolan, do we have it? Is it Tim?
Yeah, I think so. Tim, yeah.
Sweet. We've got a Tim, we've got a Todd, and we've got a Jim.
And the Catherine.
Yeah, by proxy.
Yes.
Hole 16 plays 438 feet. It's written as a par 3/4. It's going to be a par 3 today. Certainly a reachable hole, but a difficult drive to execute. I think the play, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but the play is a right-hand backhand hyzer, kind of flat, that's just inside the big tree here on the right side, that misses the tree in the middle of the fairway on the left. I'm sorry, on the right side. You want to be right of that tree to filter down to the basket correctly. That sound about right?
No.
Okay.
That is completely wrong.
Fair. What do you think it is?
You
then?
basically throw right down the middle, clip a tree, kick to the left, and then have a look.
Okay. I've never been good enough to play for the tree kicks, but
Yeah, we'll see if it works.
we'll
see if it
see.
works.
We'll see. Jim has thrown a picture-perfect flight. It is going to be a little short of the basket, but a really good flight.
Hit the fairway. Yeah, green goal.
Eric now has the green light. Eric takes the inside gap and needs it to carry straight for a long time. It's done exactly that, so that could have gotten down by the basket if it had the distance. Get some good applause. They'll likely have a putt at this basket. Todd with a big flex forehand with a sweet first redirect. Eric told me that's the route, but he didn't get it this time. Paige takes her convict. And she has absolutely smashed the ideal line. Just needs to be long enough to get there. That's a beautiful shot. Well done.
Get him, Tim.
New blood Tim on the tee takes a sheriff on a sneaky turnover line. That does finish down to the left, but they can get up and down for their three from there. Ricky's got the Holt smash stiletto. He rips it on a hyzer. Looks like it's coming in a bit short to me, but I don't really know much, so we'll see where it ends
I
up.
don't really know much.
Facts are facts. He just drive came in a little short of where we thought it was going to, leaving them kind of an awkward look, either at a backhand high turnover or a forehand turnover. Not a whole lot of options for them here. Paige surveying both options. She chooses the forehand with her Marshall. She's thrown a beautiful shot. Parked it. Great shot. Green light for partner Todd. Todd takes an aggressive angle, just needs it to flex. Oh, just behind the basket. Fantastic shot by Todd. Well done, man. Ricky and Tim will be next to throw. Tim throws Anheuser. Beautifully executed. Ricky takes a flex harp at it and just flashes in front. They'll be dropping in for 3. Last to throw will be Eric and Jim with another shot at redemption. Jim lays it out to the right. Eric with a long jump putt just catches a little foliage on the way out. We'll have a lot of 3s here. Jim from 18 feet. Is good to go. Good putt, Jim.
Go ahead, it's yours.
Both of these are tap-ins as we move over to the relatively difficult hole 17. Hole 17's ticket, talking hole 17's golden ticket winner is Brian, what was it, Tanquay? Come on. Come on up, Brian.
Come on, Brian.
We got a sub for Brian. Who's coming in?
Brian Tangway.
What's your name? Craig? Craig, welcome aboard. Hold on to that, please. All right, who are you gonna pick, Craig? Paige, got her. Here you go.
Good pick.
Bryant Chamberlain.
Brian's back at it. Sweet.
Jim. Jim. Oh, Jim.
And Eric draws Jim McCann again. Sweet. Yeah, rigged.
I think you need to take them up here.
Hole 17. It's a par 4 that requires a hyzer that finishes in a pretty small landing zone and then a smooth either forehand or backhand turnover, a second shot to access this pin. It's a little bit marshy by the pin. Discs aren't going to skip a whole lot. 3 will likely be the winning score on this hole, but it is still a difficult 3. Craig absolutely smashes his drive, but just misses the gap a little bit to the right. Paige rips on her verdict down the middle. Good kick out to the right.
Never passed that.
Good one.
Jim smooths his destroyer and just catches the very edge. Kicks into the left. Eric will be looking to duplicate that line about 5 feet inside of it. And if that stands up, it's absolutely perfect.
Nice. Good shot.
Oh yeah. That's going to find the landing zone. Give them a good look at a 3.
Come on, Brian. All right, Brian.
Bryant plays the flip up forehand. Does finish over to the right, but he hit the gap well.
What? It's out in the open.
Ricky's looking at the same thing. Ricky plays the outside with that defender.
Nice rig.
Oh, and it's absolutely smashed. Wow. A couple of huge tee shots from our world champs today.
Par 5.
Craig and Paige will be playing from Paige's drive. They'll really just be playing for position here. They want to get to the left side of the fairway near the portion where it turns back to the right. Paige just hit it really hard and got a good kick back to the left, but
Come on, Craig.
missed the line. She's looking for her partner Craig to pick her up on this shot.
Rip it.
Craig plays the forehand and just needs to miss the one tree, but it rolls out in the fairway, not too bad. Craig and Paige play from the left side of the fairway. Oh, and Craig's had a lot of distance potential. Just moved to the right a bit early to make the gap. I believe Paige is looking at a forehand here. Yeah, forehand with her convict. She's gotten a beautiful stand-up on it. It's moving to the right nicely. Great shot for Paige. Both Eric and Ricky's drives have ended up in a really good spot to attack this pin. Jim's looking at a harp upshot, stretching out to the center of the fairway. Ricky approves of his decision.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful line from
You don't know how
Jim.
to flip.
Yeah, I can get it like 150.
Giving them an opportunity at a 3 there. Eric will be following suit with either a suspect or a felon here. He's chosen the felon. He needs a big skip. Oh, hits the last group of trees short of the basket. So they'll be looking at, I don't know, I think around 40 or 50 feet. Brian and Ricky from the right side of the fairway. Bryant whips a forehand. Oh, and just catches the last tree. What a good shot. Ricky does the same, but does beat the last tree. They'll have a look at their 3. Great shot. There's Paige and Craig for their look at a 4. Oh, and it held up beautifully. Just over the basket, a great aggressive run. Craig's putt has really good speed, just misses left. Here's Jim from approximately 45 feet. Jim with a beautiful bid, just off the left front portion of the basket. Eric asking for it to get busy, and it just does a bit too late. Oh, Bryant with the iron unkind. skips out the backside of the basket, trying to get Bobby. Here's Ricky from 18 feet. For the outright skin, he takes it. And Brian's getting some money. Good hole, guys. All right, 18th tee. Since we don't have time for everybody to high five, we just won't. So, hole 18's golden ticket winner, last one of the day, Tim Dolan. Tim, coming up, my friend. Who's going to be your partner? Tim picks Paige. There we go. Here you are, sir.
Oh, thank you.
All right, and you guys pick your partners as well. Remember, if your name doesn't get chosen right now, we'll still have a raffle at the end, so you might get something from that as well.
Nick P.
Nick P, come on up, Nick. Very last hole. Nice. Rick?
Josh Nicholas.
Josh Nicholas. Sweet. Awesome, okay. So here's the deal on hole 18. Since we hadn't had a lot of outright wins, I've decided that I'm going to give $10 to the partner and $10 to the world champ if one of your teams gets a 2 on this hole. I want to see it. It's from my. Don't do that. It's from my pocket, but I want to see some fireworks. Now, if a couple of teams get a 2, CTP Drive will take the $20 split between the partners, okay? Let's see it happen. Let's do it.
$10, Tim.
$10, Tim.
Eat it.
A few pieces. That's not working.
No, don't get anything. Good flight by Tim as he catches the big tree in the middle. I feel like Paige would normally throw convict, but she wants my money, so she's gone with an enforcer here. I mean, that's fair, right? She needs that to get a little left, not in that fashion, but that's okay. They can definitely 2 from there. It'll be a long throw in. Josh with a smooth shot up the left side and just catches the bottom root of a tree, not bad. Here goes Ricky. I've seen this enforcer go far, so he wants that money. Oh my goodness, I've made a mistake. Huge shot by Ricky. Wow. Gotta make it first. Did you say just stare as you putt?
Yeah. We're looking at you while we're putting.
Fight.
Oh, almost getting through the left side, but taking a left turn. Here's Eric McCabe with his lucid trespass. He takes the middle gap. He's gotten a beautiful flight out of it. A little bad kick, but there's a 2 from there.
We can run that.
Maybe. We'll see, possibly. Paige Pierce takes a really aggressive forehand. Oh, she wants the deuce. Nice shot. Nice shot by Paige. Easy 3 from there. Unfortunately, I've just learned that Ricky is basically parked, so that will not net them the skin. A smooth forehand up the right side. We had a spectator get tagged a little bit. That's all right. Eric's trespass drive has left him maybe 100 feet. He'll be looking at a throw in from there. and just a tree on the left side. About halfway up to the basket. Here will be Eric McCabe's look at a birdie 2. Certainly had a good line, but just falls short left. And we'll walk up the fairway to find Ricky's drive. So guess I maybe shouldn't offer money anymore because that's Ricky's drive.
Oh, it rolled away.
Oh, okay. Sorry. No, I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure what happened. And a good 3 to finish the round. Well done. Now Ricky has already instructed Josh he has to look. He has to look at me while he. He has to look at me while he putts. No, no, no! You have to look at me. Those are the rules. No cheating. Okay, fine. Good drive. Good drive. Hey, attaboy. Great finish to our round today. Awesome.